Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Please don't forget to like and share and like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube for other people to see. It kind of elevates the algorithm. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. I'm going to deal with the history and then the recent past, and then we'll move to the present and the future. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got first out is for history, then the recent past will be Jupiter, Taurus for present, and then near future will be 8th house. So let's get one more for the further future. Cancer, I feel. Bottom of the astrological deck is Uranus Genius. So some sort of events may be coming in, something unexpected, something unusual. It may have already happened, but I feel it should still be coming. Some sort of shift, or it could even be a mindset or an attitude change, you know. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with from a history point of view. See if we can get just dropping out today. Green Tara. Service. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is May of Cycles and Rhythms. So let's just see how this all comes in. Let's just have a look at the present now. Most of the cards will be for there. Let's get some moonology now. Hold your vision. Get some fairy tarot now. Just going to take one out for here, and then I'm going to keep the other one as like bottom of the deck. So let's have a look. And then let's just get a destiny card. Patience, okay. All right, so from a history point of view, so whether this is you in your relationship with your person, the one that you're with currently, or whether this reflects on past relationships and how they have shaped your journey, you know, your personal journey, you can just apply it as you know, you'll see elements and realize what it applies to. It can also be applying to aspects that your person has been going through. So the two of you may have only come together recently, or you may have been together for a long time. You know, there are aspects you can just apply and see how you go. But in the history, whether this is your personal or within the relationship or with your person, Pele, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So this will have been something that will have come up for you in the past to do with your relationship, but also personally it may have come up as well. And first house, the body. So this is very much sort of almost like a selfish kind of a focus. That's what I'm seeing here. You've been very focused on your own personal self, your own needs, your own, you know, your physical body, and your appearance possibly even, but also your own hobbies and interests, and setting sail, how you meet the world, your particular course of action, you know, what you're projecting outwards to the world. So this also comes down to your you know, your appearance and your characteristics, your personality, and so on. So what you've been projecting outwards at this time has been pretty much a focus. So it may have come across in previous relationships, or indeed in this one if it has been with you for a while, that you may have been come across as almost being self-centered, or just very focused on your own situation. So in some cases, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because that means you're determined and you're focused with what it is that you're aiming for. But if it has had an effect on your relationships, in other words, that you've had difficulties in past relationships or within this one to do with that, then you know what I'm talking about. So Pele, divine passion, can also be about doing things robotically. So you may have, up until this point, been either projecting a certain mindset or a way of living or a lifestyle or a way of conducting yourself within a relationship which has been pretty much robotic. It's been a conglomeration or a mishmash of past experiences which have created a particular mindset or a particular way of being for you, which you may have perceived as being appropriate for the time. But what has been highlighted for you in the past is that this is now you're letting go of that you've been getting prompts, that there's some aspect of yourself within your own personal life, whether it's career or whatever it may have been, or within your relationships or within this current relationship, depending on how long you've been in it, because this is history, don't forget. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So this is about letting go of the parts of yourself that have been suppressed or overlooked or just not focused on, or you've kind of just been too scared to go after those, whatever it may be. It could have been hidden feelings, it could have been hidden passions, because the first house deals with your own personal hobbies and interests, and it can also have been a physical thing, like an activity, like a sport or some kind of exercise or something that is important to you. So there may be changes with that. So what has been in your life up until this point will be changing, or you will have been changing, or it's some aspect of yourself which has had to be released. And this is what has been happening in the past. Okay, so this is about allowing your particular passions, your dreams, your mission, if you like, depending, if it's twin flame related, something of that nature, something that has been with you but has not been fully expressed, needs to have come out. So that should have been what has been prompted in the past, what you've been working on as part of your history, your relationship history, and possibly within yourself as well. So it's about releasing that. This is volcanic, so it's something that could have erupted at some point as well. It could have erupted out of you, literally as a projection, as an expression, or some kind of a dramatic shift, but it could also have been what other people have seen in you. They could have seen this shift take place, where you've just suddenly almost like woken up, or you've changed direction, or you've shifted your path quite dramatically, because this is quite a dramatic card. It's about following your divine passions. It's about going after what's close to your heart. It may have even been a relationship. You may have been in another relationship for a long time, but wanting to be with somebody else, and then all of a sudden that's what comes to pass, or that is what was prompted. And it could have been all the situations going on around that. But this is, the first house is very much about you personally. It's your personality, your interests, your physical body, and how you are meeting the world, how you are setting your course in the world, your personal independence, and so on. So all of those will have come up for you at some point. In the recent past, we would have had Jupiter abundance and Artemis guardian. So you may have gone through a bit of a difficult patch where you sent out a prayer or a request, depending on your faith or whatever it is that you believe in, your belief systems, or whoever you communicate with. But you may have been in a position where you've had to pray. You've been concerned about your nearest and dearest, or your other person, or those immediately around you, your support network. It could have even been child related, so your children and so on, where you may have been concerned about them and sent out a prayer of protection. And this was saying to you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So this is what you would have been going through in the recent past. Because of all the turbulence in the world, this is entirely normal. Lots of people have been through this. But what this energy would have been about, so just reflect on the recent past. What this energy would have been about is actually spreading your love and light outwards to others. So instead of being completely self-focused, this will have been about spreading that love and light out to others. Now, when I say love and light, that is your particular brand, your flair, your particular way of expressing yourself, your compassionate nature, your loving nature, or your gifts, or your talents, or your abilities, or just your awareness. Being a rock for others, or being just that person that holds somebody else's hand, or just being there for others, helping and assisting, being a guiding light for others. That is what you were required to have done in the recent past, to spread that around instead of putting energy into worries and concerns about your immediate, you've sent out that prayer, it has been honored, the universe is there to assist, but it would have been about spreading this energy around to your person and to your immediates around you. With Jupiter abundance coming in, this would have been some sort of abundance came in for you. So now abundance can have been a windfall, but it could also have been some sort of breakthrough, or it could have been a breakthrough of cycles. So this goes back to where you were in your history. You may have been stuck in repetitive cycles, or a cycle of life which just doesn't suit you, or it may have been a repetitive pattern where you kept crashing the same way, or you kept having the same result. Different circumstances, maybe different person, but the same result. Or you may have been stuck in repetitive styles of behavior, compulsive behavior, which may have been inherited, or it may have been programming, or it may have just been your fallback, your coping mechanism. And Jupiter may bring in a sort of a breakthrough from that, some sort of release from that. Or it could have been that you've received a renewal of some kind, like a renewal of health, or belief, faith, wisdom, or joy, or abundance, or love even. Whatever is abundance for you. It could also have been support from others, or support in some way, shape, or form. So this may have come in for you in the recent past. So all of these aspects may have come in. This is all to do with the sacral and the root chakra as well. So this would have been to do with your security, monetary, probably your home, your stability, and your sexuality as well may have also come in, and also confidence, being the yellow, your will, your confidence, your solar plexus. You may have been taken a bit of a blow in some way, shape, or form. Many people have had many kinds of blows this last year. So, all of these aspects may have come in, but you would have received some sort of upliftment. It could have even been divine intervention, somebody or something coming in to shift you out of where you were to where you need to be. And that's what would have been going down in the recent past. So now we go to the present. We've got Taurus, I have. So this is about building stability. This is about the accumulation of things. Now, this can be strength, so building up strength, but it can also be the accumulation of wealth, the accumulation of resources, and also it can be money matters stabilizing, or just that being a focus of some sort. It can also be material things. This is about stability. This is about building. This is about putting things away for a rainy day. This is about having a nest egg. So all of those may have been appropriate for you depending on your station in life, or what is going on within your relationship as well. It could also have been within your relationship, the building up of sensuality and exploring all of those aspects of your relationship, because the Taurians are very sensual. They are very sensual by nature, very tactile. But it's also about enjoying home comforts, enjoying life, good food, good company, a lovely home, or having that partner with you, and exploring all that, the sensual side of your nature. It's very tactile. It could also have been perhaps to do with property matters. So this may have been, this is going to be coming up for you now, because we're now in the present moment. Okay, so all of these issues may be coming up or are being explored currently. This could also relate to property matters, either land or ownership of property, and this can be real estate, or it could even be a profession, or it may be that you're moving, or you're wanting to buy something, or you want to expand something within the land or the property sphere. So all of those matters come in, but it's kind of stability. It can also be that you may need to at this time spend more time in nature, because this very much deals with that as well. Spend time in nature, get your hands in the soil, do a bit of gardening. Depends really on what sort of lifestyle you lead, but that's going to be very important for you. Or go into nature. So take breaks, get away, spend time in nature, hands in the soil, or just spend time in areas where there is nature about you, whether it's animals or the landscape or just earthy activities, enjoying that. All of those activities are important for you. So, but it's the, as I said, the accumulation of strength, but also wealth and resources and money matters. All of these things become important with this, and also exploring the sensual side. So if you've been with your partner a long time, then this could have had, this could be undergoing some sort of resurgence now. Or it could be that you're in a new, or sort of approaching something newly, or just starting, and this is now stabilizing for you. With Mary Magdalene, unconditional love, this is saying love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So this can have a very physical situation. Your partner may, be changing. They may be getting older, or they may be changing shape, or they may be changing their interests, or just their outlook on life, their attitude. There are lots of ways. It can also apply, obviously, to your family, if you've got a family, or to those around you. And this has an impact on your life and your relationship and your lifestyle. So it's saying, love yourself, number one. That's very, very important. You cannot love another if you do not love yourself. You have to start there. So make sure you enjoy the sensual side of treating yourself, and by that I mean it may involve sort of a few luxuries and things. Don't overindulge, obviously, with the food and stuff. Like, keep things in moderation, but it's about looking after yourself, loving yourself. Self-care is very much in, with the Taurus. Self-care, looking after yourself, taking care of your needs. As soon as you do that, then you fill up your cup, and then you have something to offer another. So you have to start with yourself, number one. So if you're not doing that currently, or you haven't done that, make sure that you are. Although I do feel that you may have done that in your history. So love yourself, and then others, and every situation. So whatever is going on in your life, be open, accept it for what it is. Come back into unconditional love, which is really, unconditional love is about releasing your energy from past situations where your energy may have got stuck. Now, this is something that's coming from your past, okay? Every experience we undergo, whether it's traumatic or some sort of betrayal or some kind of loss or some kind of shift, whatever it may have been, whatever your experience may have been, your energy has been shaped by that. And in order to grow and expand and move forward, you have to release your energy from those past experiences so that you pull your energy back, and then you can move forward. So that's what this is about, releasing your energy from being trapped in those situations. So any unforgiveness, make sure you're working on that. Do your forgiveness rituals, release your energy, forgive yourself from being caught up in things. What was appropriate happened, then it happened, it's done. Do whatever forgiveness you need to, and then move on. Close the door and move on. And any outward appearances that, so things may look a certain way, but in actual fact, underneath, if you keep coming back to this unconditional love, you can't go wrong, really. And I do feel patience is coming in here, because this is very much a Taurus thing, patience, okay? Quietly building, accumulating, building things, whether it's strategy, romance, resources, your home, your property, your monetary foundation, or just foundation for life, or building up your health, your resilience, stamina, patience with all of this. It takes time. And so this is why the Taurus card is with you now. So this is going to be an ongoing theme. And then when I was saying with the Taurus I have here, this 9 of Autumn does come in, because this is very much a kind of an earthy element. And it's saying, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Okay, so this is where the Taurus comes in. This is about, nurturing yourself, and doing things for yourself, and also for, it's building. This is a building process, and it's something that you've been working on steadily. So this is a kind of a fixed movement. It's concentrating your energy. So as you go along, reward yourself for your hard work. So give yourself a boost periodically. When you reach a milestone or a goal, make sure you reward yourself in some way, shape or form. Don't go mad, don't go overboard, but make sure that you are cherishing and nurturing yourself, number one. And then it says about being happily and successfully employed. So this may be something that has come in for you. And this is going to bring in blessings for you. It's going to bring in stability, and also cherishing your time alone. So, you know, yes, with your partner, it's important to build up that sensuality and build up that foundation, but you've also got to give yourself and your person space. And that's what this is about. It's about building up such stamina and resilience and balance that, you know, you can't be shaken by things. That's what that's about. And then we've also got for the moon, we've got a fixed moon. Fixed is very much an earthy thing. Fixed can also be other signs of the zodiac, but it's normally the concentration of energy. Mutable is flowing, cardinal is initiation, action, and fixed is concentration of energy. So hold your vision. So this is about whatever your vision, whether it is your self-employment or some other aspect that you're looking at there. It's building, it's making this foundation, concentrating on nurturing yourself and your person and your relationship, building, you know, your foundations for life, your accumulation, your garden of possibilities. That's what the Taurus card represents. Building up this lovely, comfortable, nurturing environment. Hold your vision, whatever is your vision, whatever it is that you're working on currently, hold that. Concentrate your energy on that and make sure that you reward yourself as you go along. You know, as I said, fixed moons are about that. It's about concentration of energy. They don't like lots of changes. Fixed signs do not like lots of changes. So they like to stay as they are, to build up. It's about that sort of accumulation of things. So hold your vision. Make sure that you hold tight to your vision. You know, move with what needs to be moved, and go with the flow. But make sure that you are sticking to what it is that you know works for you and is going to work for your relationship. Then for the near future, we've got green Tara, start delegating, and then we've got 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is going to be coming up in your near future. So my intention for this reading was for at least the first 6 months of this year, 2021. So elements of it will probably manifest in this period, or it could sort of take you through later. So the seeds will be planted now, but my intention was for the first 6 months of this year. So it looks to me like certain aspects of your life are going to be building up. So this is what the Taurus card is saying. There's aspects that are building up. You know, you're making progress, but it may come a time where you're juggling too much. All right. And this is the case where green Tara comes in. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. All right. So nobody is Superman or Superwoman. We all need help in some way, shape or form, even if it's to do with bringing in certain services to help you. So whether it's something in the household, you know, helping you with the housework, or whether it's to do with your business, bringing in certain aspects to assist you so that you don't have to do all the dog jobs or the parts that get you down, or the drudgery. Do whatever you have to do and delegate your energy, delegate the time, delegate the tasks. Okay, just apply it to your situation. So ask your spirit team to assist you, or anybody else in your environment. It could be your partner, or it could be other people around you at this time. Don't take on everything and try and do it yourself, because what you will do is deplete your energy. All right. And then you start to slip back into resentment, and almost like, you know, sort of worry energy, and then you don't make good decisions. All right, so you must delegate certain tasks, or your time, or something needs to be shifted and changed and spread around a little bit, so that you're not carrying the full load. Okay, so bear that in mind, apply it to your situation. Now with 8th house, endings and beginnings, this has got a lot of aspects to it. It is primarily about, it can be about the coming together of a relationship. Now this can be, it can be partnership based, as in business, but it can also be the nuts and bolts of a relationship. So how this is coming together. So 7th house is normally the commitment, the marriage, the engagement, or, you know, that sort of aspect, a one-on-one relationship. And the 8th house is how it all comes together, how it hangs together, how you merge your resources and your emotional and material resources, whether this is a love partnership or a business partnership. In some cases, it's both. Okay, so see how this comes in for you. But it's about how this is all going to work. Your things my things, your things. It can also involve handling other people's money. So this may be your partner's money or resources. It's also about sexuality and the exploration of that. So with the Taurus card, that will already be a present issue. That will be something that you're working on. So this may be the deeper understanding of sexuality and where it takes you, and all the aspects of understanding it within yourself, within your partner, and so on. All of these things come in. The other side of this is finance. The 8th house covers finance, so big finance. This is assets, banking, accounting, investments, insurances, taxes come in. So be careful with that. And also, it can also relate to, if needed, it can also relate to things like inheritances and legacy. So you may be creating a legacy for your family, or however it is, or you may be on the receiving end of an inheritance or a legacy. Because the 8th house does cover endings and beginnings, it can be a death. It can be a symbolic death, like an ego death. And if you're in a twin flame relationship, you will understand what an ego death is all about. But it can also be a physical death. So somebody around you may have passed over, and now you're on the receiving end of something to do with that. Or you could be, setting up a legacy for yourself and your family. See how it relates to you. But it can also, its main theme is endings and beginnings. So it's like one chapter is ending and another chapter is beginning. So this can be applied in any one of those areas. It could also, as I said, be like an ego death. So how you have conducted yourself before, in the past, and everything that's brought you up to this point may not be working currently with this near future. This is in the near future. So we're looking at, I would say, the first, in the next 2 to 3 months, maybe a little bit longer. So something is not working. So something has to fall away to make way for something new. So this could be some aspect is changing. Something is falling away, something is starting. It can also be a rebirth, like a regeneration of something. It can be the regeneration of sexuality. It can also be the regeneration of an aspect of your lives together, or it could be business related, but something is being regenerated, or there's a renewal. So it's like the phoenix rising. That's kind of the energy of this. It can simply be the end of a relationship and the beginning of a new one as well. So, just see how that plays it. It could be business related, So, and this did come up here, being happily and successfully self-employed. So there may be some aspect of that which is changing. Perhaps you are moving into that. And some aspect is falling away, perhaps ties with your life before, or the business that you were in before. Ties to that fall away to make way for more of what you have been working on currently. So there's many ways this can manifest. See how it applies to you. But I do feel it's about your lifestyle and about your work and how it impacts on your relationship, or within your home. It seems to me that there's busyness. Things are shifting and changing, and you need to release time for yourself. As I said, cherishing your time alone. The green Tara, start delegating, will ask you to do that. To release time for yourself, to set time aside for yourself, for your relationship, obviously, but also for yourself, so that you can contemplate, spend time on your own, to make decisions, and to work through certain things as they come up. So that's what this is about. Then in the further future, so, probably around about middle of the year, or maybe a little bit sooner than that, we've got Cancer, I feel, and then we've got Solus, bodies of water. So I do feel there's a lot of busyness going on here. I think you're busy building things. I think you're busy building a foundation, or it's a business or something. It could be the relationship. You're building the relationship, and there's aspects going on within this relationship, or aspects going on around you. And you've just been very busy. And this is saying to you that you're going to need a break of some sort. So it can also be a relocation that may come in. So it says, spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So this is, towards the middle of the year, I would say, take a break. take a holiday or a break, or a successive couple of weekends away, or every second weekend, take yourself off into the countryside near to a water body, whether it's whatever it is, whether it's the ocean or, you know, wherever is close to you, whatever is right for you, whatever you like, or whatever is enjoyable for you. Spend time there, meditate, walk near the ocean, or swim in the sea if you can. Wonderful to detox the aura. Any kind of water rituals will also be important. So anytime you can spend in a bath with lots of, you know, you can put your sea salt crystals in your bath. Any water rituals will be helpful. Swimming as an activity, but it's about recharging your batteries, because I feel you will be tired by that time. You're going to need a bit of a break, and this is why the delegating is important, that you do this in the near future. Okay, so you're busy building now, but in the near future, when things start to build up, you need to delegate and release time for yourself so that you can take these breaks, or a holiday, whatever is appropriate for you. It can also be that you are going to relocate to a water body. So this can be, it could also be that you're buying property, or you're investing in property or land or something that is near a water body, and that then becomes like your holiday home or your escape or your plot in the you know, off grid, something like that. It's about that, and it's about taking time out to go and spend time there, get your hands in the soil, walk near the water, whatever is appropriate for you. But a relocation may be necessary just for you to to boost your energies, to give you clarity. Any water body is going to raise your vibration. It's going to, especially if you swim in it, it's going to raise your vibration. It's going to cleanse your emotions, detox your aura, and so on and so forth. And it could be exercise related. Maybe you like to swim in water, things like that. So any of that is going to be important to you, but it could involve a relocation. And I say that because Cancer, I feel, is to do with the home. It's to do with domestic affairs, okay? So domestic affairs, domestic issues, the home, your family, your clan, anything to do with that. And Cancer is a very feeling energy, so emotions are going to be high. This is about nurturing. Nurturing came up before with the Taurus energy. It's about nurturing of yourself, your home, your family, your loved ones. It's also about health and diet. It's going to be very important for you going forward into the future. And this is why you need a break. You may have to shift your diet or change something in order to recharge your batteries as well. You may have just been indulging too much or eating things on the run or doing things on the run which just don't serve you. So it's about nurturing. It's about looking after yourself and your nearest and dearest. It can also be that domestic female issues may be coming up, whether it's within yourself or you are a masculine and your feminine is going through feminine issues. It could be pregnancy, it could be birth, it could be any of those things. It can also be cyclical emotions. So because it's Cancer, is a water body, it involves the water, and it Cancer the crab. It can be that you do need to, in fact, go to a water body like the ocean, either live there or spend quite a bit of time there to balance yourself, to balance your emotions. It's going to be very important for you. And it's the rising of those tides, the water body, and the movement of the moon. The moon rules Cancer. So this is your habits, your emotions, your emotional side of your life. All of that is governed by by Cancer. So this is going to be important for you. Watch your moods, watch your habits. If you need to change certain things when it comes to food and diet, or to your lifestyle, or to where you live, or where you're going for breaks, all of these things are going to be very important. There's quite a bit of green and blue in here, so this will be heart chakra. Everything to do with the heart. So this is, love, compassion, all of those aspects, and also the physical heart, but also it's about the voice, the throat chakra, speaking up. And Cancer can bring quite a few high emotions in. So there's certain aspects coming in the further future, towards the middle of the year, possibly, where that this is going to come up. So there's going to be cyclical things. You may also be, if you are changing residence or moving, you may be looking back at your life as you've lived it up till now, with nostalgia and sentimentality and so on. It's fine to do that, to bring hindsight with you, to bring wisdom and understanding forward to you, but it's not good to live there. You can't live there. It's the past. It has gone, okay? And I feel this is where your history came in. So you may be looking back, but the rear view mirror is small for a reason, okay? You don't want to be living there. You can bring the wisdom forward and the understanding and the compassion, but leave it at that, okay? It may also be that you're dealing with things from the past, like antiques or old things, or it could very well be to do with an inheritance or a legacy, something like that. But it's a nurturing period for you and your people. It's your, you may need to retreat periodically. This is why I feel taking a break or holiday is going to be very important. You may need to retreat to balance your emotions, balance yourself, and fill up your cup. Just watch your moods, because you could be quite touchy at that point, or it could also just be that there's a lot of nurturing within your relationship required. So whether that's to do with events going on around you, or it's just because you're really relocating, or you're changing something, or you're just going through a patch where emotions are high. So that's coming in for you. Then just for the bottom of the goddess deck, we've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions, which is what I've been talking about here. Okay, it's all been reiterated. Watch your habits, your emotions. If you're tired, sleep. If you need to go to spend a time at a body water on a holiday or a weekend away, do that and just relax. Switch off. Delegate tasks. You don't need to be doing everything. You must honor the cycles and rhythms of your body. This is for your own well-being, for your health, and so on. But it's saying that there's going to be some sort of opportunity coming in for you as well. So whether that comes in presently or whether it's going to be in the future, an opportunity is going to come up and you want to be ready for it. Your biorhythms need to be in peak. You need to be rested. You need to be focused. You can't be tired and struggling under a weight of a whole lot of minuscule tasks that you don't need to be doing. So cycles and rhythms, honor the energy levels of your body. And then we've got here Uranus genius coming in. So as I said, there may be an unexpected shift coming in for you. And I feel this is connected to this opportunity. All right. So some sort of shift or change. It can be quite an upheaval. It can be liberation from something. It could be to do with past ways of being that you're now fully releasing from you at this time. But this is more like a genius idea, or some sort of realization, or some sort of perspective shift within yourself, some perception shift within yourself. You're now suddenly seeing things you didn't see before. You could be seeing a path forward that you never had before, or you could never see before. Something is opening up for you. It could come as quite a jolt, like a bolt of lightning. That is Uranus. Something just suddenly manifests for you, or it could be a shock that comes in that shifts you out of where you have been onto something new, or it's like liberating. Something gets liberated. It can be a little bit of rebellion as well. So you may want to break free from something as well. It could just be a way of life, or doing certain things, or just suddenly now having a change of direction, and now you get that freedom and liberation which you so desperately have required up until this point. So it's like something shifts and changes, a bolt of lightning. It could be a wonderful idea, and that gives you the chance to access this genius within. It could be this passion or divine passion, which perhaps if you didn't work on it before, it's going to come for you now. It's definitely going to come up. Something is going to come up to force you to move in that direction. It's unexpected, it's unusual, unconventional. Anything like that may come in for you with this card. It can also be new tech, advanced tech coming in. So you may get a wonderful idea and move forward. Or it could be a shift or change within your relationship. Some sort of perception or realization descends upon you. And it gives you that jolt in order to move you out of where you have been to where you need to be. But it's also a leap of consciousness. That is what Uranus is all about. And then just quickly, bottom of the Moonology deck, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So I do feel that this is connected to this. Okay, something is going to erupt, or going to be needing to be taken action on. It's a full moon, so this is a result. This is either some sort of emotional forgiveness, which is what we talked about before here with Mary Magdalene, unconditional love, forgiveness. So you may just have to completely accept something, do the forgiveness ritual and release. Okay, but something is coming up to be addressed, and just watch your temper, watch your moods. It's fiery, so this is about taking measured action steps. That's the best way to handle this energy. It's a full moon and it's an Aries, so it's fiery, and there's going to be action required. But just do it in a measured and steady way. That's the best way to handle this energy, because then you will get the full result. But something is going to come up. It's either connected to this Uranus bolt of lightning, or it's to do with something that a massive release of some sort, something that comes up, it gets expressed, gets sorted out, and you're ready to move forward after that. So some sort of action occurs. And then bottom of the fairy deck is 5 of autumn. Reach out to others for assistance, which is what the start delegating card is about. Poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. So I feel that this may be coming in the present moment, but it's going to be addressed. I do feel you're going to address it, because you're working on this, you're working on your abundance, okay? You're working on that, and you're working on your stability. And it's just stay fixed, your fixed moon, hold your vision. I feel if you do that, with regards to the career, there may be some issue that is affecting you, but I do feel that self-employment or something to do with that may be coming up for you. It's something that you're contemplating currently, and that's going to change things for you. But just assess things and move forward with patience, all right? But there may be some release that is required, whether it's a release of an old way of life, or release of a person, or release of such a certain sort of situation. Some sort of release is required, and there's going to be a shift or change coming in for you that's going to, like a leap of some sort of change of consciousness, or a move in a different direction, but it might be unexpected there for you. Okay, Libra, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, and don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you again probably mid-year with this type of reading.